in Jersey. The drones are
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, what's up?
There's fucking things happening. All
Okay, there's a couple scenarios here.
Okay.
So there's like 3 scenarios. It could be one. It could be what they call Project Bluebeam, which is a fake alien attack.
Yeah.
Which to get us all kind of rally. Ronald Reagan talked about it a long time ago.
Also, a great thing to do to rally around a new presidency. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Because
get everybody behind Trump.
I mean, it's effective. Right?
I have my theories about the Trump election too. It's like Kamala Harris was just too easy for him. It's kind of like when Obama came in, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like we were over Bush and Cheney. We hated old white guys who wanted war. And here comes this charismatic black guy who's a Bush, by the way, if you just didn't know that. He's a Bush. And they put him up against this kind of like old crotchety white guy, and they bring him in. Same thing with Kamala. We're kind of over like trans in the bathroom, right? I mean, like we're over
just
it.
All like, oh, for fuck's sake.
She's like, if you're on death row and you want a sex change, we're gonna pay for it. Right? You're like, that's not a really good thing to run on, right?
Yeah.
So you get a minute. Great way to get everybody behind it. 3-Body Problem is basically, if you ever watch that on Netflix, that is Project Bluebeam. They're like, yeah, it's 400 years away. Let's all get together. So they rally everyone behind you. The other one is they say they're looking for dirty bombs, which could be like into this kind of false flag to get us into war with Iran and Russia.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So that's one. The next one is data, that they're seeing how we react to all these kind of things in the sky, which eventually could be mass surveillance, where your regular day, you're just, there's a drone in the sky just surveillancing me.
Which is, by the way, I think the closest to an accepted reality, because all of us have slowly realized that we're being watched and our data is being collected all the time, everywhere.
All the time.
All day, every day.
All the time.
Anything you do.
I mean, if you do pre-check at the airport, you got to show them eyeballs every time.
You scan your eyeballs. There's cameras that do facial ID recognition. You have to confirm things that you want to do. You have to give fingerprints.
Yeah.
Like everywhere you go. And then you know that your emails are read, your phone calls are listened to.
100%.
So you're surveilled all the time. I had lunch with a CIA person.
Whoa, look at you.
And
big winner.
Didn't tell me about it.
They come to my, by the way, they always come to my shows.
You know this person.
I
know this person.
Oh, I do know this person. I know.
And so this was a high-ranking CIA official who is retired. And so the high-ranking CIA person I was talking on the phone with later, just, casually like family life stuff. And then I switched to commentary on the news, and you know what the response is? Not on the phone. And I didn't hear it the first time. So, you know what I mean? Like and so I said something again, and this person goes, not on the phone.
100%.
And straighten. And I was like, yeah, so for Christmas, I think we're going to like scary. And I was like, oh. And that's
they're
somebody
always watching.
Yeah.
Always, Dan.
Always have been, however. This is not new. They would just bug your place if they wanted to tap in. But what about the Brits? They've had the CCC, is it CCC TV? Yeah. The public cameras.
100%.
For 20 years now.
So if you go around Austin, they're getting rid of cash, right? You can't pay cash for anything. I went to Starbucks today. I went to pull out my wallet with the cash. He's like, hey, we don't do cash. I go, I'm tipping. Do you not want that, right? I mean, it's everywhere. I went to Chuck E. Cheese, man. They don't have Chuck E. Cheese tokens anymore.
I know.
They're getting kids used to the card.
Yeah.
Which is how they can shut you down if you say something they don't like.
Which is
I'm fucked.
Also, I'd never thought about this criticism of electric cars, is that if once it's completely, because we know we're on the path to all electric, like, whether you like
convenience will enslave us.
One day it'll just be the norm, right?
Yeah.
And there is this thing that if we're all on that system, that somebody could go and shut down all your cars
or take over your car. I mean, Hutchinson was that journalist that he was on La Brea going over Melrose in L.A. and he just flew through and he hit a palm tree so hard that his engine flew 20 feet. And he was doing a story on this general and what was going on in Afghanistan and Iraq. And My buddy saw it happen in real time. He said it was the craziest thing he's ever seen.
Car just turns.
Just
and
flying through this intersection, hits a palm tree, bang. So when everyone's all excited about this pager thing in Lebanon, I go, that can be anything. They could just blow this up. They could blow that up. So yeah, that's where it's getting to. It's super crazy.
You talk to.
Is this comedy or what?
I know.
Yeah, but we like talking to you about this.
Yeah.
It's fun.
All right.
This is your lane.
Yeah.
The level of sophistication to pull that one off, for people that don't know, we should like just highlight what we're talking about. Was about 3 months ago, the Israeli special forces and intelligence services had put together what had to be a years-long plan of intercepting pagers and phones and planting them. And they had to get it like from the manufacturer, plant them with explosives, then reintroduce, knowing who they're going to be distributed to, and then simultaneously blew them up. And it's all like so that people's genitals and waists exploded. And then 2 days later, they set off a second series of them. But it was, so you go like, this is straight out of a movie. Like if you had this in a movie, people would be like, this fucking, okay, it's kind of ridiculous. And they pulled that off, which is also a way, not just obviously, it's a form of, you're terrorizing people, terrorizing in their eyes, terrorists, but you're also being like, man, what else are you fucking capable of? Like you guys, that's high level shit, man.
That's super high level shit. And like, it's basically everything on your computer, on your phone, all that stuff. So, I mean, I was talking to Rogan about this, but I really do believe, and this gets into the weirder part, is that they've hardwired mysticism. Okay, magic. This is where we get into the weird stuff. And like, your phone can read your mind. It's
think
like
so already.
100%. People think stuff. Suddenly, an ad comes up on your phone.
That is a thing. I've always
so
wondered
true.
that. Is that real?
Yeah. Well, dude, they're doing everything. They've been practicing this stuff, the occult, all
this
that
morning,
stuff.
I pulled it up. Ass eating videos were just waiting for me to play, and I was like, "That's crazy."
So
I was just
weird.
dreaming
I
about
invented
that.
ass eating, by the way. I did it in '78, I think. So.
Sam Tripoli, orbs. What about the orbs in conjunction with the drones, being seen with the drones?
Well, that kind of gets into like, is there another part of this whole thing? Are there levels to this?
Yeah.
That's where so the other two things I didn't tell you about. There's also this notion that they're trying to make it so regular people can't own drones.
Oh, really?
So they're trying to make it so crazy that they can get Congress or Senate to pass a law that only the government gets drones. So that was put out by Adam Curry, who has a great podcast called No Agenda, and that's his theory. You can see the documents and all that. Now the last one is there is a supernatural, interdimensional part of this, and that's where that's where the orbs come in. Which
That's
is
what
energy.
I'm excited about, the orbs.
This is what I'm thinking.
Angels.
Yes, that's what I'm talking
Ezekiel
about.
wheels.
The veil has been pierced. We are entering the next level of evolution. This is it. This is the breakdown of this civilization and into the new.
That life outside of this planet is only interested in Michelin star food. And so I think what's going to happen is that they are going to come here and basically kill everyone but elite chefs.
Okay.
Just because the food is so fantastic that's just what they're here for.
That's definitely on the table.
It's
that has
realistic.
been discussed.
And pornography. We have a lot of pornography
Maybe they're
and
into
readily
porn, too?
available pornography.
And dude, everybody wants earth ass. I mean, it's been forever. The story in the Bible, fallen angels came down and plunger fucked humans.
Yes.
Oh, you just watched a YMH highlight. Did you love it? Why don't you have more fun? Click around. Click here, click there, click everywhere. Put a clicker in your beehole. Look, try it out. Have more fun. Why don't you subscribe? That way, every time a video drops, you can be notified. You don't have to think about it. Just do it, man. You're not going to miss a moment of denim. Pull your jeans up, subscribe.